everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I thought we'd do a spot of gardening and I can show you where I'm up to in the garden. So if you want to come and see, then keep watching. So hi everyone, I hope you're all doing okay. It is Friday and it's about 10 to 1 and I've just finished off some brand work that I've been focusing on for all of this morning, and the sun is being its sunshiny self. It's very beautiful outside, and I thought, you know what, instead of faffing around in here over lunch, I'm just going to go outside for a little bit and see what I can get done, and also just show you where I'm up to with the garden, because it's coming along. I think it's more of a summer garden than a spring garden. I feel like different gardens have different sort of phases that they go through, and mine definitely flourishes as it really starts to warm up and go later on in the year. So let's go outside. I'll give you a little tour and then I will talk you through a few little jobs that I want to get done. So let's go and have a nosy outside. This is what it looks like from our back door, and it's a little bit messy over here because I was just having a quick look before I started filming this, and then it kind of inspired me. So yeah, we do have laundry out, that's just a given. The grass is actually coming along. So this is not something that I have been responsible for, but this is all new grass. Mark made the grass look worse before it got better. So all of this was like dead thatchy grass, so he got rid of it all, and then he's reseeding to replace it, and he's actually sent off some pictures to the place that he bought the seed from, and he's followed their program. He was saying something before about a money back guarantee, which is quite nice, but I'll try and find out the details for that and like maybe pop it on screen, because I haven't got a clue what he's talking about, but it might be useful for some of you. And as you can see, because he's put fertilizer on, the grass that we do have, and it's very long because we're letting the new shoots come through first, it's gone really dense and really thick and green. So that's really good because it's looking a lot better than it has done. And then over here we've got these guys, oh my god, can you see that? Oh well, I'm gonna have to meet, I cannot, there's probably about 15 snails, I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna have to meet them because I don't want them eating everything. So we're just, that's mad. I'm actually shocked. It's kind of gross as well. But yeah, over here we have a very beautiful boy, don't we? You're just sunbathing. You're the reason why the grass looks so bad, and then you're lying on the new stuff. Fantastic. Over here I put some bedding plants in just to, you know, fill this little spot really. They've not completely flowered yet, but they are going to. And they should be a nice little burst of colour. And it explains why you're looking like that, friends. There's a little slug there as well, but I don't want to touch it. What can I use to get rid of him with, apart from my fingers? I'll come back to him. I will get rid of him. But yeah, that's where everything's at. I chopped all of the laurel back. Look how long all this new stuff is already. So this has grown probably, like when I cut it back, you can see here like it was only just starting to grow. So this is only in the last couple of weeks that it's done this, and it's amazing how like shiny the new sheets are, but it grows so quickly, so you do need to cut it back every year. And then over here are all of my plant babies. So it doesn't look as exactly aesthetically pleasing. It's a bit messy maybe, but I've got pots that I want to fill there with my snail colony. And then these are what I want to get in the ground today. So I got some sweet peas, and my mum actually grew these from seedlings, and they're getting really big now. And I want to put these on my archway, which is just there. You might not be able to see it. And then inside here we got cornflowers, albiums, and they really probably need to go out as well. But I've been waiting, and I'll tell you why I've been waiting in a little bit when we go further down. Then we have some Aquilegia. We've got more cosmos as well, which are huge, and again they're still in here for a reason. We've got some chocolate mint, I think this is, yeah, chocolate mint. Smells really nice. And then we actually have some strawberries. So the strawberries, again, I want to get out. And then I did some planting with the kids. Now I know, right, I know that these look really haphazard. Like the amount of cosmos here is ridiculous in such a small space, but I wanted them to have fun and I wanted them to have a go. So they're going to be a nightmare to, you know, get out, but it is what it is. Like, I think Daisy did that one, Stan did that one, and I did this one. You can see that I put them in sections, but it is what it is. It's just a bit of fun, and we're learning and they're learning with me, and hopefully by the time they're grown up they'll be a better gardener than I was at this age, because I'm really just finding my feet a little bit. I've got a climbing rose here, I've got a hydrangea which I'm going to put in a space in a minute. I think this is a sweet William that is coming back to life after a pretty brutal winter. And then we've got some basil mint. Yeah, basil mint there. And then I've got my climbing rose. Now, I used to have a really small trellis here that my mum gave me, and it just wasn't quite serving the purpose for where I needed it. So I'm going to repurpose that somewhere else as and when I need to. But I bought this one from Wicks. It's really quite big. I would probably say it's about 7 foot, something like that, 6 foot maybe. And this climbing rose I've had since it was yay high, like a little one like this. And it's only really this year that it's actually started to actually climb and do something. I feel like it was just, you know, getting its legs a bit last summer. But as you can see, how beautiful are these. And I'm trying to remember to deadhead when I can. I took a few off before, but they're all coming through. Let's get rid of this one. And yeah, I'm really proud of that, and I think that it's going to really sort of start to climb and make the side of our garage look particularly pretty. Then this is the kids area basically. There are a few weeds that have come back up that I need to sort out. The goalposts are here for now because we're not allowed on the grass. By the way, if you've not got one of these areas for socks and underwear, you're missing out. Mine's from Amazon. I'll try and remember to link it, but it's a game changer. But this is where the kids play, and at the moment it's where I'm putting my area, just because I would normally put it on the grass, usually like over there in the corner, but again I don't want to damage it. But there is some weeds that I could do with getting rid of just to tidy it up for them a little bit. And I'm thinking of moving the goalpost down to the bottom of the garden. You'll have to let me know what you think. I'll show you in a second, but we can neaten that up a little bit. I cut all of these back recently. Now this hedge has a bit of a quiff, like Mohican to it, but it's only because it's as far as we could reach, the pair of us. We really need to get a professional in to do this bit here, and also some bushes further at the back, but there's only so much you can do by yourself with limited tools and like equipment, because we can't do it safely. But I did cut everything back, including this hydrangea, which is beautiful as it is. It's really invasive the way it's grown. It's quite old, and obviously we really went to town on it and cut it back, and it's still already growing in again really quickly, but otherwise it just completely fills this entire space and nothing else can grow, and it starts growing towards us as well. I put these in. These are a bit cutesy, aren't they? It's from the kids section at B&M. You'll have seen that in like a haul before. And then I've got a few new bedding plants. We've got a peony here which I grew from a bulb. Actually, I used the Farmer Gracie bulbs for, you know, stuff like this, because it's really, really good quality. But this is probably, I want to say maybe a year old now. I'm really excited about that, to see what we actually get from her. But she probably will need to mature with time. You're a weed, so you can bugger off. There we go. And then we've got more bedding plants. I think they might be geraniums possibly. We've got an azalea here. This is a, what are you? Hibiscus, I think, if I remember correctly. And she is budding. And then in here I've got some, I think it might be dahlia bulbs. And they are, if you can see, very small there. They're starting to come. They're new this year. Me and Mum can't remember what these are. They could be a weed that are just really trying to show off. I'm just going to get some of the dead stuff off. But I've not pulled them out because they're giving flower, but I don't know what they are, and even my mum doesn't know, so that's saying something. So down here is when I want to put the sweet peas. But as you can see, there is a lot of these, which are dying bluebells. Now these are Spanish bluebells, not the English ones, so I can pull them out. It's not, some are protected, but these aren't, and they are quite invasive, to be honest. I've got bulbs all over the garden and they just take over. It's really, they're lovely, but they're only lovely for such a short time, so I need to get rid of all of them. And as you can see, they are all over here, they're all over here, they're all over here. I swear he thinks I'm talking to him when I film outside. But yeah, they're all over here as well. We do have some other plants. We've got another climbing rose here, and we have some other plants trying to make it, like the chive is flowered. Had that for a couple of years now, but they just take over. I think that's a hosta. My rhododendron is flowering, and it's probably one of my favourite things in the garden when it's in season. I need to neaten this rug up a little bit. We've got a few weeds that have come through, but again, there's more bluebells at the back there. And I put my climbing petunias here, although some of them are getting like murdered at the bottom, which is very frustrating. But again, more weeds here. We need to just cut back a little bit, and that's the problem with my garden. As lovely as it is, it grows very quickly, and it's a lot of work, I won't lie. Like it can be really tiring sometimes, but thankfully these, oh, we actually got a bulb that time, don't worry, I've got plenty of them, as you can see. These are really easy to pull out, so what I'm going to do is quickly go through all of these now and get rid of them, and then hopefully we can start thinking about what's going to go there in their places. There may even be some stuff underneath from last year that is just trying its best to try and find a way out, but it can be very difficult with you guys, can't it? But you're not looking very pretty anymore, so I think you need to go. But down here, because we keep having like stormy, windy rain and then loads of sunshine, it's getting a bit chaotic. But I have actually cleared all of this recently, and I cut back a lot of this at the back here, and it's looking really good. And I wondered if I can put a football net there and a football net here, they could still play down here, because even if it goes in the brook, it's not fast moving, so you can kind of rescue it. Like, that's what we do anyway if it comes down from the top. So I might do that for the kids, so they've still got somewhere to play when they want to do ball games. But yeah, that is where we're up to. I've only been doing it for 3.5 minutes, and that's already how much I've managed to clear, so it is pretty easy. So this is where I'm at after about half an hour. I got changed as well, just so I could just get on it, but we have so many piles. So that's 1 bucket, that's 2, 3, and this is 5. There was a 4 as well, but I forgot to film that one, but I'm knackered. I'm so tired. So I know I'm a bit hot and sweaty, but you know, you gotta put the graft in sometime. I've got my sweet peas, I'm running out of time. I'm gonna have a quick shower and then crack on with some work before I do the school run, so just want to do this really quickly. But I'm gonna pop these in. I'm near the archway now. I've actually slightly repositioned it because it was a little bit rocky from like when we've had like heavy winds and stuff. So I'm gonna plant these. I've got 2 for each side, and then I will give you a little mini tour of how it's looking. But I think we're gonna have to wrap it up. As always, I always bite off more than I can chew, but I feel like that's a woman thing. Gonna take these down here before I go in. So I put that one there, and I've just got a little cheap bowl, so if it does go in the water it's easy to get out, and we're always down here with them anyway. And our next protocol is to try and decant these. We've been doing it bit by bit, but then we keep putting more stuff in because we're only human. But I'd like to get rid of these bags eventually. It's from when I cleared this originally, and it was so overgrown you couldn't even see the flagstones. But let's go up here and I'll show you what I've done. So I haven't done these, and I will do, but I just didn't get a chance. We've got the sweet peas, but the sweet peas are in, which is good. is the other side. I might just quickly attach this climbing rose a little bit better though, because as you can see, it's not really doing what it's supposed to be doing. And then through here, I've straightened the rug out. I've got a few weeds to pick up. Look at Elsa. Can you see her on that bench? She's just having a nap. And then this is how this is looking. Which actually, when you're stood over there where Merlin is, look at my nails. I was wearing gloves as well. This looks so different now, and you can really see down, which is quite nice. So I haven't got time to plant anything here, but I do want to have a think about what I'm going to put there and really consider it. But if you're ever thinking about bluebells and wanted some, I'm not honestly sure that they're worth it. And you might hate me for saying that, but they're a lot of work and I'm very sweaty. So I've got to clear over here next and over here next, but there's plenty of time for that. And then finally with the play area, I'm going to try and get all the weeds up from this later, once I've got the kids in their home before we go to cricket, because it'll only take me 5 minutes, but right now I really need to shower. It won't be long before these guys are all planted though, and I have found a trough for my strawberries, so I think they're going to go in there. But I'm going to get showered and get ready to go and pick these kids up. So that is the end of this video. It's nothing groundbreaking, but hopefully it's inspired you to grab an hour or so and just go at your garden in the same way. I'm really chuffed with what I've achieved actually, and it will make it a lot easier this weekend when I want to think about planting things. And I'm just going to do some planting and some weeding and like just really simple jobs, but it's just got me a little bit ahead, and I'm just really grateful that I had the time today. But thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you want to see more little garden updates and I will do them. But take care and I will see you soon.